Next, I'm gonna be working on the painless harness inside. I have to. This is a factory tilt column, 70 Chevelle column. It has the plug right here. When you get the kit from Painless, it does not come with that plug already pinned out, pinned in. They give you the pin out for it right here. This is the connection. You can see it has the different letters on it. D through P. All right, and that connects right here. And then it connects directly to this that way. On the connector, they give it to you this way. So you just have to put that in the proper connections, and then it pins to the column. So I'm gonna work on that and then go from there. All right, I got all the connections according to the same way the manual says. As you can see, this slides directly into that, and that'll be for all your signals on your steering column. I have to clean up these connections, and these were per the instructions. So these are the instructions. They have this one on the left if you have an aftermarket column, but this is a factory column. I just stuck with the factory column. I like the factory columns for the Chevelle, especially when they're tilt columns. So this is a tilt column. That's about all I need. That shows exactly where each wire goes in the Painless wiring harness. The thing about Painless is that they don't loom or cover most of the wiring. Most of the wiring is like this. They have a cover over that. You have to take most of your wires up so they'll be secure. That's the only thing about Painless. Other than that, you know, it's a pretty straightforward system. So I'm gonna go on to the next step and see what happens after that. All right, I have some connectors that are bad, so I'm using this, or pretty dirty. So I'm using this battery acid cleaner, CRC. See it on it says if it turns pink, then it has acid. See that connector and the connector under the steering wheel. I'm probably gonna take the steering wheel down to get to that one. Good. I'm gonna get it. Use a toothbrush, clean it up real good, just so it's a good connection. You can see it's a little pinkish, so I'm probably gonna wipe it down and then spray it one more time and go from there. All right, I had to remove the steering column, just bring it down, just so I can get to that connection. That's the connection for the steering column, the ignition wires and everything like that. So as you can see in the Painless manual right here is this connection right here. This is on page 81. You can see it has that connection, so that's the same connection. I need to clean that up because this is a used steering column. So I'm gonna clean that up and then make sure all those connections are good and then go from there. All right, I got it all cleaned up, all the connections, and the spray. Next, I loom the wire. Like I said, the Painless wiring harness don't come with a lot of these covers and everything, so I slap the cover on there, and I'm gonna connect that to the steering column at the top, and then slap some electrical tape at the bottom, then go from there. All right, I got both connections done. You can see the top connection right here. In the manual, they take the picture upside down. And you see, you have to flip it around, and then the picture is the right way. That little niche is at the bottom of the column and on the top, so the white connection goes on the top. And you see the manual says it's the other way around, and this is on page 81 in the Painless wiring kit. I put some loom around it. I also connected the signal wire, so this is for the signals down there. I connected that. And we're good to go. We're ready to go to the next step. Alright, next we're going to connect this is our reverse light signal. So it's the green and red wire. You got 3 connections on the TKO 600. You have the neutral safety switch, which is this first one. Next is the speedo cable, which is right here. You can barely see it down in there. Speedo cable. And then the third one is your reverse signal. So I'm gonna be wiring up my reverse signal. I was gonna put it on top of the transmission tunnel, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna wire it around, loom it, and wire it and bring it up through that hole right there. So that'll get the transmission straight. I'm not gonna do the neutral safety switch due to the fact that it needs a relay on it. But I have a relay, but I'm gonna just bypass that for now and get those reverse lights. And I'll come back to that later on down the line. All right, you can see I heat shrink crimped, and then I put heat shrink on top of that, and then put the heat shrink on top of that and seal that in. That makes a little more secure connection. So that'll be my reverse. That goes to your reverse wires on the Painless. This mark reverse, which goes to your TKO 600, which is right there. Got 'em blowing kisses, kinda like a girlfriend.